Hey, everybody, Rob Veno here, WagerTalk TV with your Tuesday free play duo. We're going to give you two today, both from college basketball. We're going to start off with Cincinnati at Baylor inside the Big 12. But first, I want to let everybody be aware of the special going on here at WagerTalk this week. NFL playoffs on the horizon. NFL playoff special it is. Normally, NFL playoffs 149 per handicapper. However, you can get that 149 chopped by 25% by using the checkout code playoffs, all capital letters playoffs. It'll get you 25% off the regularly low price of 149. Every playoff selection I release here during this playoff season, and I will add to this, last year, 2023 NFL playoffs, I did finish number one at WagerTalk, 65.2%, plus 22.6 units and plus 30.1 return on risk. So again, if you want to get in on the playoffs, get in now. Well, you can save 25% off that 149 price. That's the WagerTalk special for this week. Use code playoffs, get 25% off of your NFL playoff package. Let's go to Cincinnati at Baylor. Baylor is in here off of a tough loss at Iowa State Saturday, 74-55. Cincinnati comes in off back-to-back conference losses, and they also were tough. They were closer games. Extremely tough loss at Kansas State, lose by 3, lose home to Arizona by 5. Each side figures to be motivated for a win here this evening. For Baylor, the road is tougher because of the injury situation. They only had a 7-man rotation on Saturday, and that's likely to be the case here tonight as Langston Love and Jalen Silverstein still out with ankle injuries. They have game time decision next to their name here this morning, but do feel as if they both will miss this game. Head coach Scott Drew didn't come out and say it flat out, but reading between the lines, it looks like Baylor will be shorthanded. Again, it makes them smaller than they generally are, and again, leaves them depth shy. Cincinnati, not a good opponent for that because their size should be a factor here. They pound backboards. They're number 15 in offensive rebound percentage in the nation. You can see a lot of second chance points for Cincy here tonight. Their defense also, in typical Cincinnati fashion, number 13 in the country in 3-point percentage allowed, number 12 in the country in 2-point percentage allowed. But I think that first number more significant here because Baylor will be counting on their perimeter shooting of Roach, Wright, and Nunn. Those guys all good from the perimeter, but they're going to be tightly guarded here by the number 13 3-point percentage allowed team in the country. So I think that that's problematic for Baylor. What's problematic for Cincinnati is their free throw shooting. They've been miserable all season long, only 63.5% from the free throw line. That ranks 348 in the country. But the final look here, it seems as if their personnel edge, the Cincinnati personnel edge, and the focus that they'll bring to this game off of 2 straight Big 12 losses can be enough to get them a win here. They're normally immune to away venues. Cincinnati's not a team that gets overwhelmed by crowd noise or environment. So I think they'll be okay and handle this one. Plus 5.5 points seems like a lot here. I'm going to take Cincinnati as your free play for today in college basketball. The first one, at least, at plus 5.5. That'll be it for this play. On the way out, I'd like to ask everybody to hit the like button. If you like what you see here on WagerTalk TV, the analysis, the selections provided by all the handicappers, go ahead and hit like. Drop a comment in the comments section. We are quick to respond to comments here. Love to hear from all of you on any games that you like. And click subscribe. Join the 192,000 people that already have. Let's move on over now to the Big East, where tonight we'll have Georgetown at Marquette. Marquette opened here as a 12.5-point favorite, 145.5. Currently sitting around 12.5, 13. Totals had a little bump up to 146.5. Current form of these two teams really good. Georgetown 12-2 straight up this year, 8-6 against the spread. 3-0 straight up inside the Big East. They've been an under team, 4-10 to the under. We'll talk about Georgetown's schedule here in a minute. It hasn't been the toughest of all. Marquette 13-2 straight up on the season, 4-0 inside the Big East, 3-2-1 as favorites of this price or better. Important to know that they've been about 60% in this price range. Got a lot of concerns for Georgetown here in this game at Marquette. Let's start with their youth. 4 starters on the Georgetown side, freshmen or sophomores. They're going to play a Marquette side that features the same starting lineup as they had last year. All 5 guys upperclassmen: Cam Jones, Stevie Mitchell, Chase Ross, David Joplin, Ben Gold. You guys know the names. It's the same team. Shaka Smart brings them back. They're improved over last year, and they're certainly more veteran than the Georgetown Hoyas. Problematic for Georgetown could be their ball handling here. Georgetown ranks number 257 in the country in turnover percentage. It's what Marquette's Havoc defense does best: take the ball away. They're number 9 in turnovers forced in the nation right now. 23.3% of opponents' possessions turn into Marquette takeaways. Not good for Georgetown. Georgetown's road results versus meaningful opponents. Again, I said earlier, Georgetown's schedule has been weak, and so weak that it ranks, I think, 334 in the nation, somewhere in that vicinity. They just played a bunch of nobodies early versus meaningful opponents. 1-2 against the spread. Did not cover in a 13-point loss at West Virginia. Did not cover in a 1-point win at Seton Hall. Did cover a pick'em game against Syracuse. I think the Seton Hall game is a bad sign. Georgetown wins by 1 point against a team that can't shoot the basketball whatsoever. I think their effective field goal percentage is around 45%, one of the worst in the country. And Seton Hall, also a team that plays at a snail's pace, which is certainly not Marquette basketball. So that's a bad sign for them. Even further, if you look at the West Virginia game, West Virginia beat Georgetown by 13 and didn't even shoot the ball good at all. Shot 38% from the field. They only went to the free throw line 8 times and still pulled off a 13-point win. So I don't like Georgetown on the road here with the youth, with the turnover troubles, with the fact that they haven't been very good against the spread, against quality teams. I think Georgetown does have some assets here. They rebound well. They too force turnovers. However, Marquette doesn't turn the ball over. They're the second best ball handling team in the nation, and they rebound pretty well. I don't know that Georgetown can really get a decisive edge on the boards. Maybe they have a slight edge there. I think Marquette's going to come out and hit this team quickly from the outset, and Georgetown will get sped up. For that reason, I took a look at the first half total here, sitting at only 69. I think this game's going to get over 69. I know I said earlier for full game, Georgetown's been an under team, but the pace of this game likely to get away from them quickly. Marquette with a bunch of turnovers early, I think you get easy baskets. 69 doesn't seem too much to ask, so that's the way we're going to go with this free play. Georgetown Marquette first half. We're going to zero in on that first half over 69. Once again, real quick, Wager Talk special for this week: NFL playoffs, 25% off the already low price of $149. As I mentioned earlier, I did finish number 1 at Wager Talk in NFL playoff selections last season. Go ahead and get your package now. On the way out, I'd like to ask all of you to hit the like button if you like what you see here on Wager Talk TV with our selections and analysis. Please go ahead and hit the like button, drop a comment. Either this game or any game that you have an opinion on, I try to get to them as quickly as I can. Join the 192,000 plus subscribers who have already subscribed to Wager Talk TV. For now, this is Rob Veno saying good luck with all your plays. I'll see you next time on Wager Talk TV.